This is your NBC Action News Station. It's 10 a.m. Time for your everyday getaway. Kansas City Live. Now, here are Meredith Haynes and Brett Anthony.
On today's show, help for the creatively challenged from Sandy Sandler. You don't have to be Martha Stewart to look like it with these ideas.
Yeah, we'll see. I think if she puts us to the test, we'll find out how well we do.
A little preview. I think
we also have the music of the Stephanie Laws Band. I actually think I've heard this band when I've went to Benton's to eat.
Yes.
Very smooth woman
I
on the front of this band. It is great. We're going to have some music from them.
And our Mom Says reviewer, Valissa Smith, is in to review the movie P.S. I Love You. Plus, there's always great giveaways.
So it's a chick flick that you get to hang out with V and I on today. Hey, don't let holiday decorating tie you in knots.
The Bowdabra creator, Sandy Sandler, is here to offer a little salvation to the craft challenge as well as holiday procrastinators. Good morning, Sandy.
Good morning. You look tan. We're
Las Vegas.
Oh, gotcha. I want to go.
We've been lucky. It's been gorgeous.
Okay, now you are the creator of All Things Craft Made Easy.
Absolutely, because I am the epitome of the creatively challenged. And my idea is you don't have time, so I want things that are quick, easy. Now, for the 35 million people who haven't purchased their Christmas gifts yet,
they still have to wrap them.
Well, not only wrapping, but here's one you can make so easy, a Christmas pin. Now, all I've done is taken these chenille stems, which is really just a fancy word for pipe cleaners.
Okay.
And I take them and I just twist two together here. So, and then take these pony beads, which you can buy in any craft store.
Oh, yeah.
And I just thread the beads onto the pipe cleaners.
Which you see.
Right, like that. Now, then what I do is I just shape it into this one here. We've just shaped into the shape of a Christmas tree. And then I take a little pin back and just take a little bit of glue or glue dot, put it here, and then you have a Christmas tree pin.
Okay.
Wow.
Probably put it on that.
Is it easier? Is it easier to like maybe draw a Christmas tree on a piece of paper first?
Oh, no, it isn't.
Yeah,
See how simple?
It's like a snake.
And then here's one I made like for New Year's, which is just, you just take it. You can be very creative.
Yeah.
Then we took the same idea,
okay,
and on our glass here, to decorate a glass, we just wrapped it around. Well, that one was actually a little bit longer.
Okay.
So that's why. This is a shorter one, but that was one I made to wrap around the glass.
Oh, okay.
That's two lengths put together. So you're actually, but see, that is kind of cool, though.
I don't know if I'd wear it as a pin, but you know.
Maybe as a hat. Sorry. And what you can do, too, is you can use different colors so people can tell the different glasses.
Oh, that is cute.
Yeah.
It's like your marker instead of like the little...
exactly. And then here I did another one there. Now, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make
She says that like it's so easy.
Well, watch.
Watch. Okay, we're going to make a chair bow.
She was just like the chair bow, yeah.
Exactly. And here I put the wire. I fold it in half, and then I just lay in. Now, what's great about this bow is you can use all the ribbon scraps that you've saved over the years.
This is your Bowdabra?
Yeah.
This is the Bowdabra. Yes. And you can take all the ribbon scraps that you've kind of saved over the years. Can I just move this out of the way here?
You take as much room as you want.
Oh, I tend to metastasize space. Most crafters do, and I feel like
Now, are you doing like the different lengths I've noticed?
Yeah, well, what I've done is I've made different lengths here for effect. Now, I made these, this is our centerpiece here.
Okay.
And what I've done on the centerpiece is done exactly the same thing, but I've made the lengths the same, more or less the same length. But it's great because...
She just keeps throwing stuff in there. I'm like, when is she going to stop?
That's what I love about this, is you can just keep...
You can basically pile it as high as it goes.
Now, this is from an old silk arrangement. I just cut it, and it was actually broken, so I fixed it with it.
What's the chenille pipe cleaner?
Exactly. So I'm just, all I'm doing is everything. You keep shoving it in. There's a spring that holds everything in place. Then I folded, what you didn't see me do is I folded this in half to begin with. So I just pull it through. It's a slip knot. Pull it tight. And separate the ends. Whoops. If I don't lose my pieces, bring it around to the back, and I would just tie it off.
Wow.
Isn't that simple?
It is, I know, it's great. It looked like a bunch of mishmash ribbon, and you turned it into something beautiful.
It's beautiful, and it's easy, and your kids can help do it.
I'm in awe of this.
How are we doing on time?
I think we're doing okay.
Okay.
So is that what you did to this over here?
We're going to make that. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Next.
What we're going to do is we're going to do that in the next segment. That's kind of our New Year's wreath.
Okay.
And I'm going to show how we made like the ornament and the little chair decoration there. I do the same thing. I just stick my bow wire in.
How did you figure this out?
You know, it was called desperation. We needed to make a lot of bows, and none of the bow makers, I couldn't make them work. They were too hard. And doing them by hand was hard. So, and this is just like so much fun. And what you could do even is, like you said, you can just kind of shove anything in.
The thing that I like is that she's not being specific or perfect about anything.
No, and I've learned a lot working with kids, because kids will just do anything. And if you watch them and you don't show them the correct way to do it, because there
You'll
really
find something
isn't,
new.
you find new. Like putting the pipe cleaners in. My nephew did that when he was 2 years old. And I'm like, oh my gosh, how cool is that?
Stealing from a 2-year-old,
Yes,
Sandy.
I know.
And look at that, it's done.
And you have like, now for the people that haven't quite decorated their tree, or if you want to quit,
They're
isn't that
little
cute?
ornaments.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Okay, do you have one more thing? Or we're doing more in the next
We're
round?
going to do more in the next segment.
We're gonna
But
do
you know
more
what?
next.
I have another thing I can show while we're... This could be like a cute, as a card, a little invitation for your Christmas party. These are just cutouts you buy at the craft store.
Right.
Then this is just glitter glue. You just tie a little bow, glue it onto cardstock, or you could put the person's name and you can write a little note, like a remembrance note inside, and that can be on each place.
For the place setting.
Yes.
All right,
Wow.
Sandy, you have Bowdabra amazed me.
More Bowdabra amazement coming up in just a little bit. For more craft tips and info on the Bowdabra, log on to NBCActionNews.com and click on Kansas City Live. Sandy returning. She'll be back in just a bit with some New Year's party help.
Yes.
And a great deal. There's a nice little thing.
Yes, there is something you're going to get from Sandy later.
Yes. Still to come, how much work do you put into making your home festive for the holidays?
We're going to look at a Metro favorite that's been delighting families for decades. Darren. All right, do you strive to be Martha Stewart? No, I don't. But with decorating disasters.
Coming up, Sandy Sandler has overcome her own design flaws, and she's here to show or help you also. We are back inside the Kansas City Live kitchen with Sandy Sandler, who is here to help the creatively challenged.
Okay, we're going to fast forward through Christmas and hit New Year's, and I think I just put Sandy into perspective of how little I do when it comes to crafts and fabric. She said I was like, oh, that's pretty fabric. She gives me the yardage and the price, and I was like, by your face, I'm going to go wow, because I have no idea.
Well, yeah, I mean, I only paid, for anybody who knows fabric or knows ribbon, that for that wide of a ribbon to pay for 15 yards under $8 is very...
Is a good thing?
Yes,
That's a good thing.
very
Okay.
inexpensive.
So we're going to put that to good use.
Yes.
Okay.
But we're going to start with everybody needs to write a thank you note to Santa.
You know, you're not the first person to tell us this.
So here, what you do is you just take some cardstock, and again, these are just cutouts. You can get at a scrapbook store or any craft store. And then the first thing that we're going to do is just take a Sharpie and put a belt, do the little corners, 2 eyes, 2 little buttons.
And you can do anything. I mean, if you have leftover boxes or
Absolutely.
even paper bags, you could do with marker.
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
And then glitter glue, which is just so much fun to work with. And then what I did is I took,
Cotton ball?
oh, there we go. And then some scissors. And just cut it. And I love these. What it is actually not, it's a little pom-pom. And I love the texture of this.
Like you put on your
And-
shoes.
Yeah.
And
And
your
you can
socks.
just spread these around. And then you just glue it on here. And you say, and it's thank you, Santa.
And you write your note
Wow.
inside.
And
Voila.
isn't that so easy?
You made a red piece of paper Santa. That's
Yes.
cool.
Isn't that cool?
That is.
So then what I'm going to do now is if you want to do like a really pretty bow for your mantle or even as a centerpiece.
I could watch her do this.
pre-cut.
I know, I'm fascinated.
What I've done is
Pretty
I've
cool.
just pre-cut the tail and I'm laying that in and I've already put my ribbon in. Now this, you're going to love this. This is so simple. Just going to take this and I'm just folding it back and forth.
Oh, this is where you're making the big bow.
This is, yeah, so I'm just showing you because we're going to do the wreath and we have a bow on the wreath. So I'm sorry.
Oh, let me move.
Did you get some of this from like trial and error?
Oh, absolutely. Trial and error and very creative people. Because I'm not kidding when I say I'm creatively challenged. So I work with some unbelievably incredible decorators and designers, and then we scale it down to Sandy level.
Sandy level.
Which is about maybe a 5-year-old, 2-year-old level.
I love this thing.
And then I'm just going to take this and scrunch this down in here. And scrunch this here. And this could even be for a really big, I mean, we are fast forwarding through Christmas, but technically this could be on a really nice gift. And I should have my Bowdabra wand to scrunch it down, but I don't know what I did with it. So
there's one over here.
That's from the mini Bowdabra, so I can't, it's too small.
The mini
but
Bowdabra.
all I have to
lost
do,
it.
again, it's okay. I'm sure it's around somewhere. And just pull it through, separate the ends, pull it out. And see, what's cool about it is with all this material, I just pull it tight before I pull it out of the Bowdabra.
You know, this reminds me of Scarlett O'Hara's green dress in Gone with the Wind.
It's a gorgeous material. I just have so much fun with it. And now is the time. Everything's on sale at all the craft stores, so it's a really good time to...
No joke. I was at Hobby Lobby the other night. Everything's 50% off, I swear.
Yeah, so it's a great time to go stock up. And things that you can use all year round, even not at Christmas. And isn't that beautiful?
That is gorgeous.
Wow.
And how easy. Now...
She makes that in like a minute.
Yeah, I know. It was that easy.
Now, this I love. And one of the designers I worked with and her kids came up with this idea, which I love. All it is you buy the foam board. I mean, you buy sheets of foam at any craft store, and they're already colored. These are foamies we got at one of the major craft stores. Exactly. And this what we did here was we used a cookie cutter to make it. So you could do spirals. The stars I just thought was real New Year's Eve.
Okay.
So and then all you do is you have styrofoam. You just lay this here, put a pin in it, then a glue dot to cover the pin on the next one and go all the way around, and then put the bow on.
And of course,
we're out of time. It's awesome, though.
You just did 3 tips in like 4 minutes. That is great. Sandy's offering free craft help for a year. Log on to Bowdabra.com. Put in the promo code. Got it? Ready? VP2222. There's 4 of them. You'll get a 1-year membership with monthly project tips at no charge.
Yes. Sandy Sandler, thanks a lot.
It was a pleasure. This is great.
Thanks for sharing your 2 tutus with us. Someone else who is really crafty, and I mean really crafty, Darren, in a different way, though.